Let's talk about Motor Trend's Car of the Year 2022. And no, it's not a Tesla. It's the Air sedan by Lucid Motors, which is a Saudi Arabia-owned luxury electric vehicle startup that's based in California. It has a smooth-talking British CEO and a high-end, high-tech product that's been getting a lot of rave reviews over the past months. With the recent release of the Lucid Air Grand Touring Edition, it's a great time to check in with Lucid and see what the EV startup is up to. Welcome to Meta YouVerse, the space where all things tech get the spotlight. If you're new here, then go ahead and subscribe for your dose of tech trend news, Tesla reviews, and other insights into the tech world. So, Lucid's actually been around since 2007, when they were called Ativa. The Silicon Valley startup initially focused its energies in developing batteries and EV powertrains. When they were new to the industry, manufacturing their own vehicles was not a part of the plan. 6 years after its inception, the company achieved its first milestone and successfully developed a high-quality battery and powertrain. It was also around that time when they started to reconsider manufacturing their own vehicles. Peter Rawlinson, who was part of the Tesla Model S team, joined Lucid as its chief technology officer, where there was a bit of controversy involved. Elon Musk and Rawlinson didn't exactly see eye to eye. In fact, one thing that they disagreed about was what Peter's role was in Tesla. According to Rawlinson and his impressive resume, he was the chief engineer on the Tesla Model S project. If you ask Musk, however, he would pretty much tell you that Rawlinson did close to nothing for the Model S and then bailed the company. This happened quite a while ago, and things have probably settled down since, and it's safe to say that Peter Rawlinson has found his place in Ativa. In 2014, the year after Rawlinson joined the company, it was able to secure a 9-figure round of funding for the development of its own EV. In 2016, Ativa officially changed its name to Lucid Motors and likewise announced its plan to manufacture an all-electric luxury vehicle. It proceeded to make plans for a $700 million manufacturing plant in Arizona, which, as a little bit of trivia, is actually the first dedicated EV factory constructed in North America. In 2018, Lucid Motors announced that it was working out a deal with a public investment fund of Saudi Arabia regarding a funding investment of more than $1 billion. Lucid said that it intended to utilize this massive round of funding to complete the final engineering and testing of its EV, to fund the first phase of construction of the manufacturing facility, to begin commercial production of the Lucid Air, and to implement a worldwide retail strategy. The deal with Saudi Arabia was finalized in April 2019. The thing about Saudi Arabia's power structure is that it's unlike any other modern nation. It is 100% ruled by a monarch of the Saudi dynasty and has zero democratic oversight. Citizens have zero say in matters of politics, the economy, foreign relations, or anything else. The royal family pretty much has free rein to do whatever it is that the monarch sees fit. With the closing of its $1 billion deal, Lucid has forged a permanent partnership with Saudi. Now let's talk about the Lucid Air sedan. It's a full-sized, all-electric luxury sedan with 4 doors, a large trunk, a glass roof, and impressive horsepower and torque. Yes, we're talking about a Lucid Air sedan and not a Tesla Model S, although the specs sound quite similar. Besides the similarities that we just enumerated, however, the Air sedan has lots to boast of on its own. Rawlinson has shared a number of times that their design team's peg was actually the Mercedes-Benz S-Class, which is also what they consider to be their actual competitor. Besides being a highly coveted and true blue luxury vehicle, one thing that can be said about it is that it has a brilliant marketing team. How so? Well, they documented the final process of their product development and aired it on their YouTube channel. Yep, fans and customers and just car enthusiasts in general are able to catch up just how much detail was put into the product. From track testing for maximum performance, to videos of CEO Peter Rawlinson driving the beauty on the streets, to making particular note on things like ride quality, wind noise, the feel of the materials, even obsessing over the clock action on the dashboard. Sure, it's not something that everyone would appreciate, but to the meticulous few, seeing all of the tiniest details checked up like that was very satisfying. The first deliveries of the Lucid Air were made in October 2021, and as expected, the sedan was very well received. The following month, it was named Car of the Year by Motor Trend, which was the same honor that the Tesla Model S received when it debuted in 2012. From the start, Lucid had committed to delivering the highest range ever in an EV, and their Dream Edition achieved exactly that. Many were surprised to find out that the EV's numbers lined up with all of the marketing hype. Its long-range version boasts an EPA-certified range of 520 miles, while the performance-optimized version clocks in at 471. Coming in at third is the Tesla Model S long range with an EPA-certified range of 405 miles. So the Dream Edition, which has an unbelievable range, was produced at a limited quantity of around 500 units, all of which are sold out, by the way. So what we're really talking about when we talk about the Lucid Air is the Grand Touring package. These were just revealed a few weeks ago, and this is the trim level that Motor Trends actually evaluated in its review. Essentially, the Dream Edition was everything that Lucid could do at a maximum flex, while the Grand Touring is their sustainable top-tier option. Even so, it dominates other vehicles in terms of range. Its performance-optimized version is EPA rated for 446 miles with a 0 to 60 time of 2.6 seconds. Until Lucid came along, Tesla was known to be the longest-range EV by a pretty big margin. According to Peter Rawlinson, the secret to their unbeatable range is in the engineering. Just recently, Lucid's marketing team staged another impressive video on their YouTube channel, where they released one showing Rawlinson providing an extremely long walkthrough of the Lucid Air battery pack and powertrain system. In the video, the CEO explained the physics and the engineering of how battery cells work, and he also showed us how Lucid makes the most of physics to get the maximum range. According to Rawlinson, Lucid uses the standard 2170 cell that is found in most versions of the Tesla Model 3 and Model Y EVs, but Lucid took it a step further by packaging the cells. For instance, the Lucid module has some unique features, like a bottom cooling plate that pulls all of the heat out of the cell through the negative terminal. Other 2170 models like those used by Tesla will have side cooling channels because the path for heat to get out through the side of the cell is shorter than the path from the top to the bottom. Rawlinson says that although it works, it is also less efficient. So Lucid concentrates on getting a solid contact point at the bottom of the cell and using an advanced aluminum heatsink panel that is liquid cool with water glycol solution. Another design that is unique to Lucid can be found on the top of the cells. They use single-piece injection molded aluminum housings that hold the cells in place and act as a busbar connection point. They also use ribbon connectors instead of wires to bridge the positive and negative terminals across the top of those cells. To achieve their 900-volt architecture, Lucid uses a combination of series and parallel wirings within each module. So by removing the side channel heatsink from the module, Lucid is able to pack cells in a very tight honeycomb structure. If you want to learn more about that, you can watch Rawlinson's explanation over at Lucid's YouTube channel because he does dive deep into it. Now, we all know that when you buy a car, there are always trade-offs in terms of practicality, the car features, the price tag, etc. With EVs, the trade-offs are even more difficult to balance. For example, you can't really have maximum range and maximum power at the same time. Or you can't expect a large-size electric vehicle like a van or a truck to have long range as well. Tesla has pretty much given us the best balance of all of its competitors. Its EVs have best in its class range, well, until Lucid came along, but it is still ahead of the game when it comes to maximum power. If you want the fastest EV ever made, then it's Tesla you want. They don't come cheap, but they're far from the most expensive vehicles in their product class either. Now, Lucid comes in with a different order of priorities. They value maximum range above all else, and because of that, they can't offer the fastest car ever. They also choose to fit its EV interiors with the highest quality materials, fit and finish, with an extremely pricey vehicle as a trade-off. To give you an idea, the Lucid Air Grand Touring is now priced at $170,000, which is the same price that the top-tier Dream Edition was advertised back in 2021. The Lucid Air was developed by a team of smart and incredibly skilled people who have a huge sum of money to play with and free rein to design whatever it is they want without much concern for the price or production cost. As a startup, they have a fresh slate to start with, free from any expectations or reputation. The company apparently chose to make a statement and succeed in doing so, much like the Tesla did with its Model S 10 years ago. So what do you think about the Lucid? Will it be able to overtake Tesla in a few years' time? Sound off in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more Tesla and tech updates on this space.